right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on Facebook advertising. If you've ever felt kind of overwhelmed by the thought of running your first ad, we are about to change that. We're going to build a complete campaign blueprint, step by step, right from the ground up. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the absolute essentials, the setup. Then we'll get into the architecture of a campaign. After that, we'll dive into how to find your ideal customer, craft the ad they'll actually see, and then we'll finish up with the secret sauce, testing and optimizing. By the end of this, you're going to have a super clear path to follow. So why do so many Facebook ads just completely flop? It's a really common story, right? But the answer usually isn't a bad product or a bad service. More often than not, it's because the foundation was just missing, and that's exactly what we're going to build right now. Okay, first things first. Before we even think about ad copy or targeting, we have to get our house in order. There are 3 core accounts that you absolutely, positively must set up correctly. This part is completely non-negotiable. These are the 3 pillars of your advertising world on Meta. You've got your personal profile, a business page, and an ad account. Each one has a very specific job, and they all have to link together to make any of this advertising stuff possible. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with your personal Facebook profile. You literally cannot create a business page or an ad account without one. It's your key to the entire ecosystem, representing you, the person who's going to manage everything else. Next up is your Facebook page. Think of this as your business's official home on the platform. It's where your brand lives, where you post content, where you talk to your community, and crucially, every single ad you run is going to be tied directly to this page. It's the public face of your campaign. And finally, we have the ad account. You should think of this as your mission control. It's where you set up your payment info, manage your budgets, and it's where all the juicy data from your campaigns is going to live. This is the real engine room of your advertising operation. Okay, with our accounts in place, let's look at the campaign architecture itself. Every single ad you create will follow this simple but really powerful 3-level hierarchy. Getting the structure right is the key to staying organized and running tests that actually tell you something useful. I want you to imagine a filing cabinet. The campaign is the entire cabinet. It defines your one single goal. The ad sets are the different drawers inside that cabinet, where each drawer targets a different audience. And the ads? Those are the individual files inside each drawer, the actual images, videos, and text that people see. Now, right at the top, at that campaign level, you have to make one critical choice. What is your objective? What do you want to achieve? Are you going for sales? Leads? Traffic? This one decision tells Facebook's algorithm exactly how to optimize your ad delivery. Seriously, choosing the right objective is half the battle. All right, now that we have our structure set up, let's talk about the real magic of Facebook ads. Who are we actually talking to? This right here is where the platform's true power really shines. See, unlike old school advertising, you're not just, shouting into the void and hoping for the best. You can get incredibly specific. You can move way beyond just age and location to find the exact people who are most likely to be interested in what you have to offer. And this is where it gets really powerful. You can build this detailed picture of your ideal customer. You can target them based on their interests, like pages they've liked, or even their behaviors, like identifying people who are engaged shoppers and are known to buy things online. And this right here, this is a pro-level technique. Instead of just targeting anyone who likes shoes, you can layer it. You can tell Facebook, hey, show my ad to people who like shoes, and they must also like formal wear. This instantly shrinks your audience from a huge, broad group to a super relevant niche, which can dramatically improve your ad's effectiveness. Okay, let's talk about the Facebook pixel for a second. This tiny piece of code that you put on your website is an absolute game changer. It reports back to Facebook on what people do after they click your ad. And here's the key. It tracks visitors from any source, not just Facebook. This data makes your ads smarter, lets you retarget people who visited your site, and helps the algorithm find more people just like them. Okay, so we have our structure, and we have our audience. Now, what are they actually gonna see? This is the creative part, the ad itself. This is what has to stop them mid-scroll and grab their attention. Great ad copy often follows a pretty simple formula. You start by grabbing their attention, usually by asking a question that hits on a specific pain point, just like this example. It immediately makes the person feel like you get them. Then you build interest by hinting at a solution, the good news. So where do you send people after they click your ad? This is so critical.
Please, never, ever send paid traffic to your homepage. It's just full of distractions. Instead, you need a dedicated landing page. A landing page has one job, one headline, one offer, and one button. Its only purpose is to get that one specific action you're paying for.
And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, it might be the most important. Launching a campaign is not the finish line, it is the starting line. The real work actually begins with testing and optimization.
You should never just assume you know what's going to work best. A/B testing is how you find out. It's the process of creating multiple versions of your ad or your audience to see which one performs better. It's all about letting the cold, hard data, not your gut feeling, guide your decisions.
Look at this slide. It shows a perfect, clean test. Notice how everything else is exactly the same. The interest, the ad creative, the budget. The only thing we changed is the age group. After a few days, the data will clearly show us which age group is more responsive to our ad. It's that simple.
And these are the golden rules right here. Only change one thing at a time, so you know what caused the change. Let it run long enough to get real data. Then be decisive, cut the loser, and put more money behind the winner. And most importantly, always have a new test ready to go.
So let's bring it all home. Having a solid structure isn't about limiting your creativity. It's about channeling it so it's actually effective. By mastering these 5 stages, the foundation, the architecture, the audience, the creative, and the optimization, you're not just guessing anymore. You're building a repeatable system for success. So I'll leave you with this thought. Don't be afraid of your first campaign failing. It's not a pass or fail exam. It's a data gathering mission. Every single dollar you spend buys you valuable information. So the only real question is, what's the first thing you're going to test?